being allowed to do anything without permission. They're going to give you one that you've got no power whatsoever, and every fucking penny that you make and spend will be monitored the instant it's made or spent. Do you realize how much power that will give governments?
Oh, yes.
But you don't have to use it if you got crypto. Listen, there are tens of... Ooh, God bless you, baby. My Irish whiskey just showed up.
Curbside service there for John McAfee.
There we go. Thanks, baby. That's fine. That's fine. And just a touch of that, which is the little bottle is a good one, right? Bad water, big bottle. Oh, perfect. Now, I am Irish, right? I am Irish.
Yes.
This has no effect on my genes. I mean, without this, my genes collapse very quickly. I would not try this at home, ladies and gentlemen. It's mostly Irish whiskey and...
Look at that. John McAfee joins us today, world-renowned computer scientist, activist, business leader, cryptocurrency evangelist. And, of course, McAfee's career spans nearly the entire history of computing, with McAfee working for industry giants like Xerox, NASA, Lockheed Martin, among others. And he joins us today here on Skype video to discuss all sorts of different things. But first, I want to, like I said, this whole thing with cryptocurrency. I was just talking with one of our photographers in New Jersey who said that, well, I'm going to make a ton of money on Bitcoin because I'm already invested in Bitcoin. And what you just said at the top of the broadcast here, yeah, they're trying to get rid of Bitcoin.
Well, yeah. First of all, you shouldn't be into cryptocurrency as an investment just yet. I mean, that's the most perverse of all things. I mean, eating children alive is less perverse than what you guys are doing. Because crypto is a golden key to unlock your cage of financial slavery. And if you think you're not a slave to whatever currency you're forced to use,
yes.
If it's a dollar, you certainly are. You don't own those dollars. The Fed owns those dollars and can deflate them, inflate them. Oh, God, was this not wonderful? Yesterday, the Fed actually said, don't panic, people. Don't panic. We're not going to have an economic crisis. We have an infinite supply of money, followed with, we created electronically. Like, oh, well, thank God. No. If you had just told me that, I mean, like 50 goddamn years ago, we could have all sat down and go, well, first of all, why are we paying taxes? Fed, why don't you just print the money to pay everybody's taxes?
There you go.
And listen, I wanted a pony when I was a kid, but it's too goddamn expensive, apparently. I never got one. So, listen, Fed, print the money, buy us all ponies. In fact, God damn it, we all deserve Lambos, mansions on the beach. Everybody, print the money, Fed. Do you understand the insanity of what they said? We have an infinite supply of money. That tells me that buckle your seat belts. People, you are about to see a collapse of monumental.
And see, this is the thing. Do you think that this was the whole thing with coronavirus? They just had their opportunity to come in and collapse the currency, John? Is that pretty much what's going on? We're just trying to collapse the economy?
Well, please God, people, what else could it be? And the coronavirus is nothing. Please God, please just look at the statistics. Less than 100,000 people killed worldwide of 7.8 billion, which you can't even see it if you were looking at the total chart of humanity. The flu killed 630,000 in the same period.
Yes.
Diarrhea in the same period killed over 2 million, and 6 million starved to death on this planet. And we're going to cripple the economy so that we're going to save 500,000 deaths of flu and have 100 million starving people because we now can't produce the food to feed ourselves because we have been lazy as an entire goddamn world of humanity. We've been sitting on our ass.
Yes.
Now, you tell me what species. You pick one. You pick one. Lions, tigers, ants, birds that go, you know what? Us eagles, we're going to take a month off. What would happen if the eagles disappeared? Number one, they're going to starve to death.
Yes.
Hey, who's got the food? I don't know. It was here yesterday. Wait a minute. Where's the food come from? Fucking, I don't know. We've agreed not to work. Please wake the fuck up, people. We're murdering hundreds of millions of people through idiotic, thoughtless plans created by people unable to think into the future.
We have got a fantastic guest with us today. John McAfee joins us here on our broadcast. Lifelong advocate of personal freedom. I've been a big fan of McAfee's for a heck of a long time. He's been a vocal critic of privacy invasion and encryption backdoors. And, of course, in 2016, McAfee ran for president of the United States on a platform of freedom, privacy, and technology. And what do you make of the potential mail-in ballots for the president's for the president's election in November?
First, let me back up.
Okay. Yes.
I wanted to mention one thing. That's the third time you said fantastic guest. Now, as I understand it, your original proposal to my wife, Janice, was that every time you said fantastic guest, I would pay you $50. No, I never agreed to that. And it's my wife did. My wife did.
You saw that email.
Not my fucking permission. So if you're expecting $150 at the end of this shit, well then, me fucking dick again. Back to your question about mail-in ballot.
Yes, the mail-in ballots for this sham of an election we're going to have in November.
My question is this: do you actually think it matters who the president is?
No.
I mean, let's run down some scenarios here. I mean, I've said before, I've seen a lot of U.S. elections, starting from when I first paid attention when John F. Kennedy was elected. That's the first time I paid attention to politics. I was 15. So in any case, or when John F. Kennedy first started running for president. So I have seen presidents come, presidents go. But since 1960, when Dwight Eisenhower left office and warned us against two things: American people, if you continue to let the CIA and the military-industrial complex your freedoms, you will end up enslaved. Well, we are enslaved people. Well, what happened next? Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, JFK, the promise of America, brilliant, balanced. I give a shit about politics, left or right. It all turns out to be the same goddamn thing when people sit in the Oval Office chair. So fuck it, I don't care. He was at least brilliant. And so his first order of business, he was smart enough to see immediately, good God almighty, the CIA is running America. So he finally announced, without telling any of his aides, and certainly not the CIA, that he was going to dismantle the CIA, not fire anybody, but turn the pieces over to military intelligence, Army covert intelligence, Air Force covert, Navy covert intelligence, the Secret Service. I mean, fuck me, the NSA. We don't need that many covert agencies, apparently, according to JFK. I thought, fuck me. People were saying, yes. But unfortunately, the bastard had an accident before he could implement it. Someone accidentally shot him 1 month almost to the day after announcing his intention. Now, Who came next? Well, Bobby Kennedy didn't make it to the presidency. Did JFK's brother, who everybody knew would be the next president. Everybody loved him. Young kid-like face, brilliant. Fuck yes. They didn't let him get elected. They shot him in the head after he publicly announced his first order of business would be to dismantle the CIA. And almost 1 month to the day later, he was shot in the fucking head, just like his brother.
Yep.
Now, who came next? Richard fucking Nixon. So, Tricky Dick was no idiot.
Yes.
All right. And yet, he wanted something. So he went to the CIA and said, listen, please, God, I see the writing on the wall. I realize I am nothing. I was stupid to have believed that I actually could have power. I see it. But good God Almighty, you're making me look like an idiot. Here's what I want. So it was a good negotiation. 3.5 months later to the day, he was forced out of office and had to resign. Why? What that shows is the CIA goes, listen, you try to kill us, we're going to kill you first. If you sit down at the table and make demands, well, we're going to kick your ass. We're not going to kill you. From that time forth, not one president has challenged the CIA. How do they work? It's in front of your eyes, people. Look, the second Gulf War, the CIA did not want Saddam in power. They tried to assassinate him. He's a clever motherfucker. So they had to resort to bombing him. How does the CIA choose to bomb a country? They go, all right, so I go to the president and fuck me, I don't know. Oh, tell him they got nuclear weapons, but I want this fucking bomb started tomorrow. Are we clear? Someone goes to the president, Mr. President, it is not our job to advise you, and we are not here to do so. But it is our responsibility to provide you with the ultimate truth. And the truth is, Mr. President, Iraq has nuclear weapons and missiles capable of delivering them to our closest ally, England. And we fear, Mr. President, there may even be an attack as early as tomorrow. London will be devastated into a sin. No, Mr. President, we're not here to advise you, and I'm glad this is on your... Well, what choice did Bush have? He bombed him to the Stone Age. Were there nuclear weapons? Of course not. Everybody knew it except the president and Congress. That's one way. The other way is by selectively telling the truth. That's how...
They're never going to do that, John. We've got John McAfee with us today. He is on the cutting edge of societal evolution, as always, and dropping a lot of knowledge with us today here on Skype video. John, this whole thing with the coronavirus, a lot of people think this was engineered in a lab somewhere. There's a lot of people that believe that this has been here longer than people have thought. In fact, just today, one of my photographers said that he thought he had it last year. And
okay, listen. Okay, here we get into conspiracy theories. Now, I'm happy to go down the goddamn path because.
Okay, well, thank you for entertaining me.
Let's take that first proposition, which you just stated, engineered. Well, listen, it allegedly originated in Wuhan. What is Wuhan? Wuhan is the research and development capital of China. It's like Silicon Valley for America.
Yes.
Everything is done there. So here's one. Okay. The Chinese are trying to engineer a virus that would wipe out everybody except those of ethnic Chinese origin. I don't fucking know, or whatever. And they fucked up, and it got out. Fortunately, the virus does not seem to spread very rapidly, nor to kill very many other than the elderly. In fact, for people in the age group of 15 to 45, you have a lower chance of dying from coronas than you do a flu. This is a fact. Look it up. It's us old farts that should worry. Why am I not worried? I'm a statistician. I am a trained mathematician, and I've run the numbers. This is the slowest moving fire. 5 goddamn months. Fewer than 100,000 dead in those same 5 months. How many dead from the flu? 630 fucking thousand. Look it up. Look it up. Same month from diarrhea, 2 million. Please. No, it's not a problem. But did it escape from a Chinese lab? No, I think that's extremely unlikely. No, I was so I would not want to be involved, even as the toilet cleaner in that lab where that virus escapes. I think that it would be a most unpleasant remainder of a person's life. So in any case, yes, yeah, that's one. I don't think that's it. I think it's a natural fucking virus that the Chinese go, hey, here's one, boss. It's not going to kill many people, and no one should even notice it. In fact, most researchers would say, somebody watch this, you know, if it kills more than 250,000 this year, we need to up this thing to something to watch seriously. Keep in mind the flu's killing almost 3 million a year, and nobody is locked down because of the flu. So now, that's what should have been done. No, the Chinese go, all right, those goddamn round eye gaijins, fuck them. They've never respected us. Listen, we, 5,000 years ago, were weaving silk, playing flutes, writing poetry, and had a written language. Where these fucking gaijins, where were they living? In fucking caves, scratching strange symbols on cave walls. Yeah, there's the truth of it. And this is the Chinese mindset. And please God, the Chinese, I was married to a Chinese woman. I'm married now to a black woman. They're pretty close, by the way. And women,
Wow.
to avoid being married to, if you want to keep your balls and your dignity and sanity intact. But nevertheless, she and I will work that out later. No, so they're massively racist, and the rest of the world does treat them like shit.
Yes.
Who is it that supplies the world with shit? The Chinese. Find a fucking television set which doesn't have at least one Chinese component. Find anything, a shoe. I promise you the thread, a piece of the sole, something in there came from China. And yet we diss them. I understand it. They're pissed, all right? So they're using this as, so, hey, boss, I found what you're looking for. Got this virus. Yeah, it's going to kill, I don't know, if we live alone, 250,000 people, it's a blip on the scale of statistics. And what about this? And go, give me the spectrum. Well, okay, so it kills mostly old people. The Chinese go, that's the problem. See, the Chinese respect their elderly. But then the guy goes, but not many, because it ain't going to spread very far. So the boss goes, okay, this is it. Push the red button. We locked down Wuhan. Why did it lock down Wuhan? Ostensibly to stop the spread of the virus. Now, we all know that this is an airborne virus, that
Yes.
you can sneeze into a light breeze, and the particles of sneeze are so fine, the wind can blow them 30, 40, or 50 fucking miles away, and yet the Chinese want us to believe that they're containing it by putting up barricades. 2 rings, an outer ring and inner ring. See, and no virus getting past this shit. Well, my question is, one of 2 things has to have happened. You load a goddamn dome overnight, and when they noticed, I'll buy that. Or this virus is so goddamn smart that it sees the police barricade. No entry. Nope. It goes, God damn it, we were almost ready to escape. Oh, yeah, I don't know which of those to believe, but if you can give me a third viable alternative that fits, God, tell me. So I just chose to believe. Actually, there's a third viable alternative. The Chinese are lying to us, people. Now, if we can't see that, then please go back to sleep. Because this upcoming conflict is going to pass you right by, and you won't even notice it's happening. Why? You're locked in your fucking houses.
See, that was the next topic I wanted to get to, John. What do you make of this lockdown that is taking place with everyone?
Well, listen, Janice and I have we got the best story. Let it one second.
No problem.
Spain is the most severely locked down country on this planet. You may not. No one can leave the house without permission. Everything is closed. Every business except food stores and hospitals. Nothing else. Nothing else. You cannot be in a car, even if you're going to the store. You must go alone. If there are two, listen, I was almost arrested twice. Okay, yes. So we got stuck there. We went to visit friends one day before the goddamn lockdown. This is fucking a surprise. Next day, we found out we can't leave the house. My friend was arrested for swimming in the ocean at 7 o'clock in the morning, which he's done summer and winter for 20 goddamn years. 2 police cars and 4 officers convened on him and drug his ass off. Now, he got out on bail, but he's got to go back to court now. He's got to explain, why were you outside? I was swimming. Why were you swimming? No, you see the insanity and the frightening possibilities of what's happening here. Yes. So in any case, so I was stopped twice. So that same friend who is also my driver, listen, I'm 74. I can actually drive. Janice can tell it. I'm lazy. Anyway, I have a driver. So
you don't look 74, by the way, John.
Oh, really? Thank you so much. Did Janice sign on to the $100 every time you say that shit? Huh? Not because
Because I'll tell you, when you started in with being 74, I'm like, what?
Think you can get away with scammy shit like that? It ain't happening. No. So, in any case.
We're having a blast here, John. Keep going, my friend. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. So, now, I was arrested, almost arrested twice. First time, because we're outside, and there's 2 people in my car. Fortunately, we only get pulled over by 1 car. The officer was irate. What are you doing? My driver, who spoke Spanish fluently, was about to explain, but it's always better when an elderly gentleman, they look pretty good.
Look at that.
Lo siento, señor, pero, sí, no poder caminar, señor. Lo siento, pero necesito algo para comer, algo para... Tengo mucho hambre, mucho. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm starving old man, I don't have a refrigerator, and I'm 74. And no, listen, so they were very kind.
Yes.
Go home. Thank you. Next time, the following goddamn day. No, they got a 1 meter, a 3 foot. You get arrested if you get closer, and you can't touch anybody. Nobody. That's the fun part. The supermarket's open so you can buy food. The only thing open, any. And when you go there and you want meat or something, there's yellow, black, and yellow line 1 meter from the counter, which you cannot cross. So you've got people cutting and packaging meat that are reaching this way, and you're reaching this. I'm sorry. It's comical for me. I'm 74. I gotta get my entertainment somewhere. Do I not? Anyway, how do we get off on that? Are you still there? How do I
Yes,
fucking know
yes.
the council?
What we do here is we let the guests talk, and we let them do their own thing. I am not going to jump in every 5 seconds and interrupt you, John, because you're a legend, my friend.
I'm not sure I understand the point of that. I mean, had I known that in advance, the conversation would have gone in a different direction. Do you have more than 5 or 6 followers?
Hey, I'll tell you, we've got people on Periscope watching right now. We've got people on Facebook. iHeartRadio's listening in right now. You've got yourself quite the platform, sir.
You know, I would put you guys to sleep in the first 3 minutes using, I don't know, neuro-linguistic programming, maybe for something. And then like selling shit to your user. I mean, you tell me I've got some shit to sell. You know, I mean, pardon?
So John, where do you think all this is headed with all these cancellations? The Olympics have been pushed back; they've been postponed. All these things.
Yes, because we would rather feel safe from a virus, which apparently, which is not true, by the way, a current threat, than to face the reality that the economic impact of weeks of entire world human productivity shut down is unprecedented, people. Unfucking precedented. And if you think this is not going to result in 250 million people starving to death in the next year, then you just need to wake the fuck up and see what just happened.
It is amazing. We've got John McAfee with us today. He is a expert on pretty much anything and everything. I noticed your tweet you put out a few...
Before we go on, Janice won that one of the words he said he would say for $25? Yes. You're getting chat shit. We're expert, legend, nothing, dude.
You are. My God, we've got all sorts of people that are checking in with us on social media and everything that are like, I can't believe you got John McAfee. So,
well, yeah, I'm not sure that says much for the your user base. Nevertheless, the benefit of the doubt, shall we?
And if you're on Twitter, you can follow John at official McAfee. And John, I know that I only agreed with your management to talk to you for 30 minutes, so I'm going to be wrapping things up here because I don't want to take too much advantage of your time, my friend.
Because let me tell you something. If you entertain me so much that I let things slip, she doesn't blame you bastards. As soon as we hang up, I'm bruised, okay, in places where you can't see. So it looks like I'm okay. But no, let's do
Stop fucking lying.
Look at that.
Come here.
I do not beat him. And who are you even talking to? There's no one even here.
See, I did the same thing.
Were you talking to yourself?
No, baby.
Are you talking to yourself?
If you quiet, listen, you'll hear a voice.
Yeah.
You are fantastic, by the way, Janice. That thanks for doing this. Thanks for linking us up here with John, the legend.
Ridiculous. Finish your interview.
I'm sorry, but I've had to deal with this shit. See, you're the same thing. Wait, there's nobody there. Right, I'm talking to a fucking sofa.
That's awesome. That is fantastic.
So, is it not?
Yes.
I mean, if you try to step off this sofa, hey, you may hire it. Yeah, and if this is some new marketing point, hey, let's try this. So,
This is great.
Pretend podcast. We'll have no care.
Oh, I've been called that many a times, John. I have definitely been called that many a times. Well, John, I don't want to take too much of your time here. I thank you for being with us today. This has definitely been a blast, and I want to do this again because the world's on fire, brother. We need some sane stuff from you.
All right. Okay, and thank you for having me on.
I appreciate it.
If you'll do a tweet about this interview, I will retweet it, and you'll get a couple more viewers. Okay.
That'll work. I will do something as soon as we get off the phone here with you on Skype. I appreciate it.
And do it through Janice, please. People always want to go through me. You going into a black hole.
Thank you, John. Have yourself a wonderful